KwaZulu-Natal. Andrzej, thank you very much and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. Now, KZN launching the Durban Trade Port Industrial Hub recently. It's hosting some of the big conferences in the country. Is this in line with your plans going forward?
Yes, indeed. Yesterday, I'm also a consul of Poland and the dean of the diplomatic corps in KwaZulu-Natal. And yesterday, the first charter flight arrived at the Durban Trade Port International Airport. And every 2 weeks we're going to have them. This is, by the way, but very good news for KwaZulu-Natal, indeed South Africa. And the conference itself starts on the 11th and 12th, and it will bring together leaders of commerce, industry, diplomacy, investment companies and trade companies, and obviously individuals from all over the world.
What is the significance of hosting this particular summit?
Well, the idea is to present projects, specific projects that are ready for investments or already underway and require additional investments. So people from other investment agencies and individual companies are invited to see those projects, interact, and obviously understand how it works, not only just for KwaZulu-Natal, but for South Africa, indeed other countries. So representatives of development agencies will come from across African continent, obviously to present their projects as well. So the venue is Durban, but the meeting is global.
Okay. The conference has a stated objective of developing black industrialists. How will it go about doing something like that?
I think that's the bottom line. A lot of money has been spent in South Africa on infrastructure development and economic growth, but not enough black trained and black educated individuals are in positions of industrial development in terms of leadership, ownership, and so on. So this summit is specifically concentrating on allowing them access to resources and obviously expertise and partnerships with agencies operating worldwide.
Now, when we look at South Africa and we really are grappling with infrastructural development, how are we expected to help the rest of the continent when we really are battling ourselves?
Well, it's true that there's a lot of challenges, and indeed, progress has to be made. But let's not be too negative about South Africa, because South Africa is self-critical, rightly so, and is trying to improve everything and every day. And, other countries in Africa, remember, out of the 10 economies worldwide that are fastest growing now, 7 of them are on the African continent. So there is something positive happening. I think being critical of ourselves, it's good, and it will help us to obviously work harder. But let's not beat ourselves all the time, because obviously there's a lot of progress made here. And a lot of companies, if you look at the companies' performances, they've done pretty well over the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah. I want to bring up something that happened overnight, and that, of course, is South Africa's downgrade, the Moodys downgrade from Baa1 to Baa2, and our outlook was stable. It is now negative. Again, another problem that South Africa is facing. What did you make of this downgrade?
Well, it's not good for South Africa. It's not good for any country that gets downgraded because of the negative aspect of that message. But obviously, many countries all over the world are downgraded now, including so-called developed economies. If you look at Europe, my native continent, they're battling. There are many countries. So something has to improve worldwide. The current system, as it was known, is not performing. So there are new experiences all over the world, China, India, Brazil, with new approaches. Some of them work, some of them don't. So this summit is actually bringing together, Jesse Jackson's idea is to bring the people that have the experience and share it. And Push Coalition is his agency together with the government of KwaZulu-Natal. They're bringing together those individuals to facilitate, that debate and that engagement and access to those projects.
Yeah, I know there's also speculation that we could possibly see a Fitch downgrade as well, and that's happening, and we should get that out in December, unfortunately. But just to wrap this up, and again in light of what happened last night, you're hoping for investors to come in, invest in the country during this particular summit. A downgrade such as we had last night, is this not going to deter them? Do you think that this is going to put a dampener on the summit somewhat?
Potentially, it could, but I don't think with the people that are coming to the summit. They are experienced business people, they're experienced leaders. Problems come and go, and they will go away only if you engage and improve the situation. So I don't think it will have any impact on the attendance. I think it will have an impact psychologically to challenge people more. Even at the worst of times, wherever you are, anywhere in the world, people will see the potential in making money and in making sure that progress goes ahead.
Andrzej, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with the summit. We'll be following it very, very closely. And thanks for being our guest here on Morning Live in our Durban studios.